Welcome back to Rowdy Rants. I'm Rowdy. Thank you for coming. Here talking again. I guess pretty much, you look at the news, the national conversation seems to be about Russia and Ukraine. It seems to me like they're overlooking what should be the national news, which is in 1 week. Gas prices at the pump here and many other places jumped 50 cents a gallon. Now that is a push. So while our own economy is melting down, the entire world's attention is being redirected to Ukraine and Russia. It's all bullshit. That's the conclusions I'm starting to come to. Everything we're looking at is bullshit. Everything is manipulation. People realize the only good guys in Russia and Ukraine are the people, not the governments on either one. I'm serious. I'm absolutely serious. In Russia, you have President Putin, who changed the Constitution so he can be president forever. In Ukraine, you've got the Nazi Party, pushed and initiated by George Soros. Come on, what's going on? Seriously. There are no good guys there. Almost 40% of the population of Ukraine is biased towards Russia, if not Russian themselves. And in the meantime, our own president is more concerned about the sanctity of the borders of Ukraine than he is our southern border. And don't forget that Mayorkas is offering 75,000 Ukrainians protected immigration to the United States. Protected status once they get here. So while Ukraine is at war with Russia, the United States is going to be extracting their best to here. In an economy that's already suffering inflation, on its way to hyperinflation. In case you haven't figured out, because this we have just experienced the highest one-day increase per gallon of gasoline, the second highest in history. We're on our way to being the highest. Our economy is melting down. And it's like they're yelling, squirrel! Because they want everybody to look over there. And then you've got Adam Kinzinger in the House of Representatives calling for the United States to institute a no-fly zone. Are you kidding me? Instituting a no-fly zone means you enforce a no-fly zone, meaning we shoot down Russian jets and missiles, which basically puts us in the middle of a hot war as a participant with another nuclear power. It just goes to show. Now, Kinzinger is also the one who is so anxious to be on the January 6th Select Committee. So he's gone from Rhino to neocon to, I don't know. I don't see how anybody can think the man has credibility. A no-fly zone? You going to lead from the front there, Adam? Huh? Old men wage war, young men die? You going to get out front? I doubt it. I doubt you ever would. And then you got Lindsey Graham saying that the Russian people need a Brutus, somebody there in the general staff, to assassinate President Putin. Really? So now we have a member of the state calling for the assassination of a head of state of another country which is a nuclear power. Now, I'm sure there's some people out there saying, well, you know, maybe that wouldn't be a bad thing. Have you thought about the fact that when you create a power vacuum, it gets filled? And you want to make sure when you do that, it doesn't get filled with something worse. All right? My neighbor's testing out his engine. Anyway. You don't just take out a head of state. And you sure as hell don't do it by fiat. And once again, here we go. Old men wage war. Old men wage war, young men die. So Lindsey, you going to get out front? You're going to lead from the front, standing there behind that podium? Stuff's unbelievable. And the news just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Watch the news. Watch the news. And read what you're seeing. How does any of this make sense to anyone? We are buying petroleum from Russia. 10% of our national imports come from Russia as far as petroleum goes. And then we're turning around and handing money to Ukraine. And we're outfitting Ukraine with weapons to fight the war. So we're putting money in on both sides. And we're telling China not to help Russia get around the sanctions that have been instituted. China. Yeah, we can't even keep China from violating the Taiwan airspace. But they're going to listen to us when we say, don't help Russia get around the sanctions. A long time ago, I learned a particular phrase for things like this. And it stays with me. It's called craniorectal inversion, which means it's a case of having your head so far up your backside that your heart's beating your brains out. And that looks like it's becoming pretty commonplace in our government. And then you've got other members of the House of Representatives running off at the mouth that the price of gasoline is going to go up no matter what. Really? Seems like the price of gasoline, you know, stayed down and pretty much was going to stay there when President Trump was in office. It didn't start climbing like a kite until you and your party, along with President Joe Brandon, got in office. Of course, maybe what you mean is the price of gasoline is going to go up no matter what, as long as the Democrats are in charge or have anything to do with it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what you actually mean. Yeah. Well, that's it. I'm not going to string it out too much. It's pretty much cut and dry as far as I'm concerned. I'd appreciate any comments and likes below. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do it at www.buymeacoffee.com/RowdyRants. My name's Rowdy. These are my rants. You have a nice day. No, that's just 4 banger. That's all he's got.